Hey guys, Dark Skeleton here for Pandora's Phoenix again. Part 2 of the co-op versus the bots game. The new bots, that is. The ones that just came out with the Ziggs patch. Currently, I'm sort of testing out the new items. I got Zeke's Herald, which is kind of a crappy version of Stark's Fervor. Locket of the Iron Solari, which has a active ability I have yet to test. But I am a bit anxious to test it out. I'm going to miss having 30 health per 5 on the Stark's Fervor aura, but I guess 15 is alright. 30 may have been a bit much. But I don't really like how they're... It seems like they're kind of nerfing the auras and making the aura items more into regular items. And I would prefer if they were just regular team items, so I'm going to use the Iron Locket here. Seems to have a really good range. It affected Zillion even though he was like probably an Ash arrow or something away. Ash auto attack arrow. Not the good one. She also got buffed in this patch a little bit. Haven't really gotten to test it out too much. But free buffs can never hurt. Nice. Doing something useful for the first time in this game. As you can see, still 5 deaths, most on the team. I'm a bit of a feeder. I should probably work on that. I'm sure there's been plenty of games where people have not appreciated me for dying so much. But I'm just a really aggressive player. I just like to get in there and fight regardless of the results. I'm not totally suicidal, but probably a little more than the game really encourages you to do. It's Caitlyn bot right there. Not doing a whole lot, but poking me long range. Let's see, Iron Locket goes off. And no one's going to tank that for me. Fantastic. This game probably isn't going to last much longer. Oh, poor Ziggs. Wow, what a death animation. It's like a funny version of Corky. Or Rumble. Kind of somewhere in between. I'm just going to grab a Banshee's fail. Crappy for damage, but hey, whatever. Let's see. So, the new Counter-Strike. Probably better than the old one. A longer duration for being immune to auto attacks and AoE damage reduction. I'll have to go and try it out in a real game, but seems like it makes Jax a bit more durable, which is good. Because after they took away his equipment mastery passive, he got kind of squishy. Ready for battle. In my opinion, anyway. Not to mention taking away the original Grandmaster's Might. Well, not the original, but the remake version. The first remake. The one that gave him magic resist, basically. As Ziggs says hi. Bit anxious to try out Ziggs, too. He seems pretty fun to play. He might even be a little bit overpowered. His ult seems to do an absurd amount of damage, especially for its range. I think in the Rise of the Bots preview video, they might have overrated just how good Fiddlesticks is. I was expecting a little more from the bots. I've already tried the Dominion. They get 4 or 5 capped pretty easily in Dominion too. By level 30s anyway. Not all that surprising. But I would have liked a real challenge. But that's just not going to happen with bots. Unless they made them cheat, then I guess it's possible. The insane bot for StarCraft 2 is pretty tough. But that's because it cheats. Tanking the Caitlyn. Oh. Like any good player should do.
You have been slain.
Nice save to X. Yes, you're welcome. I am such a team player. But also a feeder. 7 deaths. Clearly I'm winning. On deaths. It's a good thing. I promise. Trinity Force. Trinity Force is probably one of my favorite items in the game. You just get so much for what you pay for. It's expensive, but it's so good. So good that even Lee Sin apparently thinks he wants one, even though he has basically no AP ratios worth talking about, and no mana to spend. Well, no abilities that use mana.
Surprise!
Well, he doesn't even have mana as a resource. You know what I mean. I think there was one point where, yeah, Riven, you could build mana on Riven. Even though she doesn't have any by default, none of her abilities use it. You could build like a Mana Mune. That was a pretty funny troll build. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about people building Trinity Force on champions that don't even use mana or don't even use AP. I just don't like wasting stats. I can see why they do it, because even without the mana or without the AP, it's still a pretty good item. The Iron Locket seems to not have all that flashy of an effect, but oh well, some interesting stuff there. Thanks for watching.